Welcome back. Brazil's auto industry is bracing itself for an awful 2015. It's expected to be one of the worst years for new car sales. But the second-hand market, well, that's a different story. Paulo Cabral has this.
For more than 1 decade, Brazil's automotive industry, which accounts for 1/4 of the country's GDP, had record growth as millions of Brazilians rose into the middle class and joined the consumer market. They bought new cars thanks to growing wages and increased access to credit. But since 2014, and especially this year, the economic crisis has severely hit the auto industry and the many people who make a living from it.
I have been working in this shop for many years, and in better times we used to sell about 200 cars per month, but lately we have been selling no more than 35 to 50. And this is terrible for the sales personnel because we get a percentage of what's sold, so our earnings went steeply down.
In the first 5 months of this year, the industry sold about 1.1 million cars. That's a dip of 21% compared to the same period last year. As millions of Brazilians bought new cars, the market became flooded with people selling their old vehicles. With this, the price of used cars dropped and it took longer to sell them. But now, the second-hand car market is once again expanding. According to Car Dealership Association FenaBrave, while the new car market has slowed, used vehicle sales went up slightly, about 1.5% in 2015 compared to 2014. With the end of government tax incentives for automakers, prices for new models suddenly went up. But that's good for the used auto dealers.
We are in a very good moment for used cars. From the beginning of the year until April, it was just great as the government cut the incentives for new cars. Then in May, it slowed down a little, but still good.
It's the expected movement for a couple of reasons. One is the used car market, the unit price is lower, so they are more affordable. So a lot of people who are planning to buy new cars, they move to used cars just because of the affordability. Second, in particular this year, there were price increases for new cars that were not reflected in the used cars. So the spread between the new and the used has increased, which favors the used cars as well. Now, if unemployment keeps going up, eventually the used car market will suffer as well.
Choosing a second-hand car may be a great deal from the point of view of the buyer. But in terms of the broader economy, it's the new models that need to be sold to create jobs and help the country's growth. Paulo Cabral, CCTV, São Paulo.